Los Angeles.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, and now our World Broadcasting Tag Team Champions of the World and our Cruiserweight Champion.
I'm Ethan.
I'm James.
I'm Rob.
And we are BTR. This is Beyond the Ropes, episode 104. Throw up the four. Okay. Four horsemen.
There you go.
I believe we're live on all our cameras, right? That's recording. Just double check.
Well, I know we're live on the interwebs.
There we go. Where can they find us right now, James?
They could find us at a lot of places. Well, first of all, they could find us on. Hold on a minute.
Promoting that.
Oh, well, you can find the Periscope. If you're not already watching, you can follow us live on Periscope and Twitter at JHW Reporter, which is my individual Twitter feed. You can also follow the show at Real BTR Radio with 2 R's. Ethan.
You can follow me individually at EthanB95. That's right, the 95 is still there.
Jeez,
Follow Rob individually. Where can you find
Rob Flores Media.
There we go. And we do have a Facebook account as well.
Mm-hmm.
Facebook.com/Beyond the Ropes, where we post video predictions and so much more. We also have YouTube. Search up Beyond the Ropes on YouTube. You'll find over 100 episodes uploaded there currently. You can find, just search up Beyond the Ropes or search up Rob Flores or Rob Flores Media, and you'll find several episodes there. We now officially have a bit of a shop as well.
Yeah,
last
we
week.
do.
We gotta promote that as well.
I'm so excited about everything.
We're gonna talk about it right now. We'll get to it.
So
TeePublic
yes,
is the website. TeePublic.com, correct?
TeePublic.com/
BTR Radio.
BTR
but
Radio.
It's one word.
One word.
It's all one word. So if you space it out, it's gonna lead to, I think, a different site.
And you don't want that.
No, you want capital BTR and lowercase radio as one word. And you will find currently 2 designs are up there.
Yeah.
You get the classic Beyond the Ropes red and
Matt.
blue, red, blue, and purple design.
Uh-huh.
And you get the new updated. I think I said we were on season 8. I think we were on season 7. I made that mistake.
It all runs together.
Yeah, season 7 design, the logo that I came up with a few weeks ago. It's really nice.
And if you can't remember the link or it's too complicated to try and figure out, we'll post it on Twitter. You can follow us again on Twitter at Real BTR Radio, and you can.
We'll put the link there on the page.
And you can go ahead and
well.
pick up a shirt. And
there's mugs, there's shirts, there's sweaters,
there's stickers. You gotta like stickers. Right?
Yeah. What else am I forgetting? Kids sizes as well.
Hoodies, sweatshirts, baseball shirts. There's something for everybody.
Absolutely.
Buy one for the whole family. Not one for the whole family. One for everybody.
One for everyone. Yes. They're not badly priced either.
And when you do buy a shirt, you save it for a year. You don't have to save it for a year, but make sure it's still in good condition for a year, or buy another one in a year, because there's going to be a very important reason why you should wear a shirt out in LA next year.
Breaking news as of this morning, confirmed WrestleMania 37 is taking place in Los Angeles, specifically Inglewood, California, in SoFi Stadium.
In SoFi Stadium, which isn't even open yet. They haven't hosted an event. That's where the LA Chargers and the LA Rams will play, but they don't even get first dibs in there. Taylor Swift will host the opening concert to kick off that whole building, and she set records in Staples Center, I believe, for attendance maybe. So I would expect she does that obviously with the first show, but she'll set the bar high. I expect WrestleMania to come in there, and
Guns N' Roses will be there as well.
Guns N' Roses.
But, WrestleMania will definitely, hopefully, set the bar.
Yeah, I mean, there's been rumors, not I guess rumors, but it's kind of speculated for a while that we would finally get a WrestleMania in LA. I mean, we did have one that you actually attended, right? The one in Northern California?
WrestleMania 31. It was in around, it was like San Jose, Santa Clarita. Like
where the 49ers play.
Correct, Levi Stadium.
Levi Stadium. So you can't say that there hasn't been one recently in California, but in Southern California.
Los Angeles since WrestleMania 21.
Since WrestleMania 21. There was only 20,000 people, according to WWE, that attended that event, which sounds crazy when you consider the last 9 WrestleManias that the last 9 have all had an attendance of over 70,000. and they are 9 of the top 10 biggest WrestleMania as far as attendance of all time. The only other one is WrestleMania 3, which was the Hogan Andre, which makes sense. But I mean, if the bar has to be set high for LA, I'm obviously going to be in that top 10. It just seems like the automatic. I can't ever see them doing a 20,000 thing.
They won't go back there again.
And that's why they probably haven't been in LA for a while. But now that the new stadium's coming, you're getting all these opportunities, like a WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the Super Bowl is going to be here. I don't think that's officially been. I think that's been announced. That was a big part of the Olympics coming.
That's right.
All that stuff. So having WrestleMania is a big deal. A lot of people in LA, especially when you have the Lakers and the Rams and everyone going on and on, saying pro wrestling is not a sport or whatever. I bet you I'll see you there in some capacity, along with the other hundreds of thousands of people that will be there all week. WrestleMania is a one-day event, but WWE goes all out and will make it a week-long spectacle. Staples Center is not completely left out. I did see a schedule. I wasn't exactly sure where the person I saw tweeting it got it from, so I can't really say for sure it's a schedule. But obviously, the Monday of that week, I guess it's the Monday after WrestleMania, will be at Staples Center. Or actually, I think that one might be before, based on how I saw that schedule. Right. But they'll probably still be in LA either way. SmackDown will be in LA.
I think NXT and the Hall of Fame.
NXT, I believe, is at Staples Center. From what I saw, the Hall of Fame is going to be at the
stadium.
It's going to be at the theater, the Microsoft Theater, one of those.
Oh, okay.
Maybe one of those, and then fan access is going to be in the LA Convention Center, from what I saw.
Oh, that would make sense. That's cool.
So LA is not left out, and so when they do say they're going to be in LA, they're going to be in Hollywood, they aren't wrong.
It's 45 minutes away from the stadium.
But when it comes, they're in LA County. They're close enough.
That's fine.
And they are running with their slogan that they did back for the WrestleMania 21, which was
WrestleMania goes Hollywood.
And they're I guess technically not wrong, because where the new football stadium, SoFi Stadium, is being built, is where Hollywood Park, the horse race track, used to be. And it was called Hollywood Park, so yeah, I guess. But anyway, they're going to be in LA.
It's going to be in our area.
Yeah.
We got to go, right? We start saving up money.
We're going to be there, yeah, one way or another. One way or another, we're going to get there. It should be fun.
I'm excited.
Hopefully that leads to some more opportunities for this show to be able to do some different things, and maybe you'll start getting some more opportunities and more people out here. Maybe we can get some more guests.
There's going to be a lot of independent wrestlers on there.
Oh yeah, so I mean, and that's another thing. For as big as people think it's going to be, just because the WWE is going to be in town, WrestleMania, Raw, Hall of Fame, SmackDown, NXT, and whatever little thing comes with Access, you're going to have all these independent shows, because the whole industry will come out and be in one spot. Wherever WrestleMania is, that is the hub.
Start booking your flights now.
So book the flights now. Book the hotels. There are hotels in downtown LA and in LA where the Staples Center and all that is. It's gonna be packed. And again, this is all for a stadium that is not even open, and we don't even know what a football game's gonna look like. We don't even know what
how big the crowd, right?
How big the crowd's gonna be. What
exactly how.
There's been no run through of how these fans are gonna get in and out of a Taylor Swift concert.
Right.
So they're gonna have it.
It's gonna be interesting.
Are they gonna have 100,000 people? Who knows? But they're gonna have at least 75,000 for sure.
You can pretty much guarantee it's gonna be around that at least.
And I can only hope that we're part of the 75,000.
One way or another. Rob, your thoughts on when you heard this news?
Well, I mean, it's always tickets sell like hotcakes.
Yeah, so we gotta get tickets right on time.
Yeah, and I mean, I never really bothered to pay attention much to what the tickets for WrestleMania were prior. I was telling you before, I was looking up some statistics and stuff, and I saw something that said the day before either last year's WrestleMania or the WrestleMania before that, There was a $300. It was like $333 for a ticket. I don't know what the seat was. I would imagine with it being in LA, it's gonna be at least like a $400 ticket. Just a guess.
We'll see. We'll get those WrestleMania packages because they do have those.
I need to get a piggy bank.
That too.
Yeah. I need to get a piggy bank. We got a lot to talk about.
WrestleMania is huge. We've got a few more minutes before, but WrestleMania again. Yeah, one way or another, we gotta get there. We gotta get some interviews, hopefully.
For sure. I mean, that remind me that would be something we could try to work on if we can do Radio Row or something.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
that'd be kind of cool. Get something like that set up. Yeah, but I mean, honestly, just stay tuned with what we have going on here.
We're looking to grow. Obviously, we started our the T-shirts and the merch kind of store, which slowly but surely. Our Instagram eventually will happen.
Will eventually happen. There will be some opportunities for different things. We're going to be trying a lot of new things, but
spin-off show I'm trying to do will happen eventually.
And just throughout the year, I do have opportunities every now and again to talk with some pro wrestlers at some of the events I go to. Mm-hmm. So I'll definitely be asking them about what they like about LA, what they're most excited about with WrestleMania coming to LA.
And the new stadium also kind of works really well for us because if it does really well, they'll be back sooner than later.
New Orleans, for sure.
New Orleans.
They were like,
two WrestleManias within 5 years.
Yeah,
so they could be back very soon.
And then weren't they in Florida I know they're in Tampa.
They're always in Florida
because Flo Rida's always in the thing.
They're in Tampa this year. They've been in Orlando and Miami the last 10 years.
Yeah, so
we could potentially be seeing more WrestleManias in the LA area.
Someone, one city or probably the whole state that wasn't entirely thrilled about LA getting the nod for 2021 was Minnesota. I saw some of them weren't happy about it. I know that's kind of in.
They got a new stadium recently.
They did have a new stadium recently, and usually it would appear like whenever there's a new stadium for anything, WrestleMania goes there. The Super Bowl wants in there. Everyone wants in. That's the same thing that happened with the 49ers stadium, Levi Stadium, and it happens quick. So. Obviously, it's colder weather there. I mean, it's an indoor stadium.
It's Minnesota.
But it's still Minnesota. But when you think of wrestling, though, a lot of great people have come out of Minnesota. I think Hulk Hogan's even from Minnesota or started in Minnesota. But you have guys like Sean Waltman and the Road Warriors and on and on and on. I think they're all from Minnesota, right? That might have been.
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure that Mr. Perfect.
Yes,
it's from Minnesota. Right. Yeah, if Mr. Perfect's from there, then they're all from there. The Road Warriors and
Curtis Axel, obviously.
Curtis Axel, one of the Demolition dudes, Darso, I think. So Minnesota should get one soon. But I think when you consider
LA is going to be the hot thing.
Well, you get LA and all these other sunny places, Florida, Tampa, Miami, yada yada yada. I saw someone tweeted out. When they're talking about reactions that UK was snubbed again, I don't think there's going to be any big. Well, that's kind of hard to say when you consider Saudi Arabia, because I was going to say there's not a lot of pay-per-view or big events where you're going to get something overseas. But with Saudi Arabia happening, obviously that's a lot more money.
We're going to talk about Saudi Arabia in a little bit as well. But
so UK is not out of the question, but
it's tough because it's major. If you do a WrestleMania, like you could do, they've done takeovers and NXT takeovers.
I mean, they had a WrestleMania there before when was that WrestleMania or was that a Royal Rumble? SummerSlam when Bulldog beat Brett for the title, for the Intercontinental title, something like that. Yeah, it wasn't the world title, but I do remember that. Okay.
So that's a WrestleMania talk. We'll probably talk.
You just made it out like it was like, oh, that's it.
No,
I'm kidding.
Sprinkle it out.
There's going to be a lot more going on.
We've got a lot of other news as well, including signings.
There's more stuff.
And stuff. Yeah, there's more to talk about, believe it or not. But first, we do have to hit our obligatory commercial break.
I mean,
it's the saddest part. It's the saddest part of the show.
Yes, it is.
Anyways, Rob, hit those controls because we'll be right back with more Beyond the Ropes.
Got something on your mind?
Be right back, y'all. Whoever there,
it's actually quite healthy.
Join us every Wednesday at 10 a.m. on 22 West Radio for
Thanks, everybody. We're going to... Well, I'll leave it on there. Why not? If you guys have any questions, let us know. What did you think about WrestleMania? I saw Matt was in there earlier. I saw Mike was in there. Hey, Mike, how you doing? A few different people are in there. So nice to see you guys in there.
This last commercial?
Yeah, no, Matt, you
No.
El conocimiento y la apreciación del arte latinoamericano moderno y contemporáneo. Y es el único
Can hear
museo
some
de
that ears,
Estados Unidos que
Yanni?
está dedicado
Okay,
a
sounds like they gotta
este
fix
tipo de
that.
arte. El museo
No,
tiene
last
una
week, right?
colección
yours were?
permanente con más de 1,600 obras de arte. Hasta mayo 12 tiene la exhibición
Oh, last
de
week.
huella
They
moderna.
probably do. I just don't.
Yeah,
I just don't wear them.
Mejores obras gráficas producidas por artistas cubanos.
Yeah, I just don't wear them.
Para conseguir más información se puede
Uh,
dirigir a su
na, na, na,
página
na.
web en mola.org.
My name is Carla Gutierrez, and I'm a broadcast journalism
Hey,
intern
we
at
heard.
Long Beach
Is there
State,
recording?
and you're listening to 22 West Radio.
Is that Carla? We know Carla, right?
Yeah. We're back with episode 104 of Beyond the Ropes. I'm Ethan.
I'm James.
I'm Rob.
And we are BTR Pro Wrestling Talk. James, who are you talking about? Who's watching us?
Oh, I was just giving a shout out to Mike and Matt, who were
Some people.
on the Periscope that I recognize right off the top.
There you go.
If you guys have
Thanks.
questions,
Thanks for watching.
feel free to reach out to me at JHW Reporter and go to my Twitter. I just shared the link, and you can find the Periscope there. Watch it there.
You can follow me at EthanNB95 as well, and you can follow Rob at
Rob Flores Media.
and you can follow us together
Uh-huh.
on Facebook. Facebook.com/Beyond the Ropes. Give us a like on that page where we post videos, predictions, and so much more.
And a follow on Twitter at Real
BTR.
BTR Radio, 2 R's in BTR Radio.
Yes.
Well, yeah.
Yes, correct.
I would say 3 if you count the R in radio.
Yeah, that's true.
But
Anyway,
anyways, a lot to talk about. We just got done talking about WrestleMania.
YouTube, don't forget YouTube.
We're not done. Okay, I'm just excited.
I know.
I woke up this morning. I see alerts on my
I
phone.
woke up. I'm like, wow, that's awesome.
And I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah, I kind of read something last night that it was
You,
going to happen. Someone
knew?
spoiled it. Yeah, kind of. But it wasn't confirmed.
it was surprising to me. I got
I
excited.
like that logo though. It's a really nice logo.
I'll have to look at the logo. I got too excited about the LA part. I don't
Okay.
remember what anything looked like.
Anyways, YouTube, just search up Beyond the Ropes, and you will find over 100 episodes uploaded by Rob Flores, or Rob Flores Media is where you also find the videos there. We also have a TeePublic website,
Yes, we do.
teepublic.com/BTR Radio. BTR Radio is one word, just
Mhm.
like our Twitter.
And we'll share that out. I
Yes.
should have shared it out at during the commercial,
Sorry, we'll do it.
but we'll do that during the next commercial.
And we have t-shirts, mugs, stickers, notebooks, sweaters, and I think that's everything. Could be wrong.
There's a lot of stuff on there. There's something for everybody. Go ahead and check it out.
Badly priced either.
And you'll be supporting the channel for sure.
Yes.
Supporting us, the
Spreading
show.
We're not
and-
really
and-
making anything off of it.
No,
It's
not
like
really.
Aside from publicity, so
Yeah, I
we
mean it's
appreciate that.
just branding and everything else. You guys know how it goes. But
There are currently two designs.
Two
We
designs.
have the classic red,
Mhm.
blue, and purple
Yes.
design, as well as the new season 7 logo.
and
design.
we have ours in the mail because we're not special. We're just like the
Um,
common folk here.
Mine just shipped today, so
There you go.
I'm waiting for mine.
We're just the common man.
Hopefully,
So,
I'll have it by next episode. Be nice to wear.
there you go.
So we'll see about getting more designs going. We'll see.
Yeah, and we get you out of that Bullet Club
You know
hat
what?
there and that Undisputed
You know
Era
what? It's
hat
a
you wear.
I almost wore that today.
I'm
But
sure.
it's
Who's
I'm
still
sure.
active?
In the
Sorry.
Bullet Club, in that
Jay White, Kenta,
Haku's
Haku's
Sons,
Kids, the Gorillas of Destiny.
Tonga,
Yeah, you got the Tokyo Pimp in there. You got
the Tokyo.
that's the name. You got
Wait, who is that?
Bad Luck Fale.
Is that Haku's kid? The Tokyo.
No, he's-
or no, Tokyo. Okay, duh.
You got Chase Owens, the Crown Jewel, not WWE Crown Jewel, not
Different
the
one.
real life Halloween Havoc Crown Jewel. No, you got they've got the guys. It's gone down, but you know it's still a
Yeah.
cool logo. Anyways, speaking of who's everywhere, who's there, or who's
Yeah.
going, coming and going. 2 signees last week were announced to the WWE Performance Center and specifically NXT.
2 last week, but there was another one today. We'll get to that in a minute.
in a bit. Timothy Thatcher and Killer Cross have officially signed with NXT or the Performance Center, WWE. They're big signings. Timothy Thatcher apparently has a history with the current NXT UK champion, Walter. He was a part of the original, I guess, Imperium pre-WWE.
Okay. So Imperium is not brand new.
I guess not. I didn't know about that.
I didn't know about it either.
It was
I
Marcel.
thought it was a WWE thing.
That's what I thought too. It was Marcel Bartel, who was currently in Imperium, Walter, and then Timothy Thatcher. I guess it was M3.
So they'll probably bring him in and
probably a fifth guy. Wouldn't be a bad idea.
The fifth man. Okay.
And then Killer Cross had an extensive run with Impact Wrestling, formerly known as TNA. His girlfriend, Scarlett Bordeaux, signed with NXT several months ago, so now they're together again. It's likely they're going to probably debut together because I think they were also a thing in Impact. Okay. So I know he's been waiting out his contract. They wouldn't let him out for a while. So he's finally free, and obviously he signed with WWE. He was a big name, apparently. Is expected to get a big push. That's a rumor going on. I don't know. It's
always good to get some fresh guys in there, especially with NXT being on USA. And
speaking of NXT on USA,
there you go. I did that on purpose. Yeah, I did.
So it's been rumored for months that NXT, when they went to USA, we're going to get some sort of pay raises, or they should be getting pay raises because they're on the level with Raw and SmackDown. And the rumor was that they weren't getting any raises, and there were a lot of people unhappy with it. And apparently, some people did get raises. I guess some of the stars were offered larger contracts for 3-year deals.
I love how they were offered. Like, I'll take it. Just give it to me. Don't offer it.
They're not as big as Raw and SmackDown deals, but they were significantly larger than what you're getting originally in NXT, which ranged from I think like 40,000 to like 100 or something. Which wasn't, it's not a whole lot.
Which I mean, it still makes sense.
It was developmental.
I'm curious to know what the schedule is now, or how much it's changed. I know NXT they had a house show in Riverside over my neck of the woods yesterday, and obviously they're filming Raw tonight, or they're televising Raw live tonight in Ontario at the Toyota Arena. So they're out in this area, and that the schedules that they have are hectic. Nice to see some of those guys some of the wrestlers on the NXT roster getting a nice little bump in pay. We don't know who.
I'm sure the Undisputed Era got a nice
I'm
check.
sure they did.
You
know who else got his?
Nope,
and it was well deserved.
I'm pulling the plug. I'm pulling the plug on the segment.
The Velveteen Dream. Oh. The Velveteen Dream came back and made his presence felt at the expense of the Undisputed Era.
It was an ambush. I haven't seen
it. It was 4 guys on one, and they couldn't take him.
And he was wearing. Well,
he cleaned out.
They were distracted.
And then, you didn't watch it, huh? You haven't seen it?
A small clip. I saw what he was wearing.
You saw the Rick Rude tights?
Yes, he was wearing Roger Strong's family, which is absolutely disgusting.
And see,
it's terrible. There's a child on it, and white on the tights.
But is the child on the kneecap? If the child's on the kneecap, it's all right.
Doesn't matter.
I mean, we're not going down there.
But
anyway.
No, regardless, it's
but
family.
No, that's
and he had Marina,
in the PG era.
Call me Marina. Call me up, Marina.
See,
in the back.
So the thing I kind of felt about it was I saw faces on it. I knew what it was because that's what Rick Rude did. But I feel like they didn't talk about it. But sometimes they don't really talk about the stuff he puts on his trunk, like the "Call Me Up Vince" thing. I think that wasn't really addressed when he wore that. But so when the whole thing was going on, I'm kind of like, oh, there's like a story there. Like, what's going on? And they didn't. They're not going to talk about it based on how the storyline was playing out. So I was kind of curious to.
Well, he had done it before.
Had he done it before?
He did the ladder match for the North American title with like all 6 guys on his title.
Oh, that's right.
He did it with Aleister Black. I don't remember. I think he might have put Aleister's face on it, or. Something.
Yeah, but why the family though? Was there something to that, or?
Well, Roger took
the title
from Dream, and he injured him. So
that's right.
I suppose. Okay. But I mean, it's good to see him back. He's great, but.
He's great, but
he's great, but
right.
You don't bet against the Undisputed Era. I keep forgetting my armband.
Yeah, keep it at home.
I'll bring it next time.
While
Undisputed Era hat and shirt.
While we're talking about merch and wardrobes and all this other stuff, real quick.
Merch.
Well, we did promote merch. But I just want to compliment Shorty G. Is that what we're calling him still, Shorty G?
Yeah, he's got the.
He kind of changed it up a little bit. He doesn't look as bad. I'm still waiting for it to come in the shop because that's something that you said
You're gonna buy
that
me.
I'd buy if you'd wear it.
I got
So
my Edge shirt in the mail.
you got your Edge shirt in the middle. Oh, we were supposed to make a bet about something, right? About a Bret Hart shirt, getting you to wear a Bret Hart shirt.
That's
Is that what
right.
it
I
was?
guess.
We still gotta find out what it was.
I don't know what bet you want to make, but what's gonna main event WrestleMania? Yeah, that's gonna be a year from now.
If you're on Periscope right now and you have a good wrestling bet idea thing that I can win, let us know.
No, that I could win.
No, that I can win. So he can wear a Bret Hart shirt. Don't worry about it. I'm not gonna lose, so we don't need to talk about what I would or wouldn't have to wear.
Undisputed Era shirt.
I'd wear an Undisputed. That's no problem.
No, you wear who do you hate? Do you dislike anyone?
No, and if I did, I wouldn't say it.
Well, you gotta tell me. You gotta be fair here now.
I mean, do you really hate Bret Hart though?
No, not really.
That's what I thought.
I mean, it's just kind of funny to make fun of him because he's
So-
kind of bitter now.
Well, yeah, he's bitter.
He's
I
an
mean,
easier target.
for sure. Is there anyone I dislike? I mean,
Oh, you don't like Matt Riddle? I'm getting you a Matt Riddle.
yeah.
shirt.
See,
I
I'm
get
not a
you
fan
that.
of
I
Matt.
get you a
I'm
Matt
not-
Riddle shirt.
Just for no reason.
I
Just
get you the ugly
I
one.
don't get the barefoot thing.
I get mixed martial
I
arts.
don't care. So is Brock Lesnar. He ain't barefoot.
Well, yeah, he's broke.
Ken Shamrock was never barefoot,
I mean, Rusev was at one point.
but he wasn't an MMA guy. I guess
Well,
that. No, I don't know. But that's Rusev. He has a cool theme song. Does Matt Riddle have a cool theme song?
Yeah.
No.
He dances to the ring. Come on. how do you know?
No.
Anyways,
That's
I'm gonna
so
get you.
lame.
I'm gonna get you the Matt Riddle Pete Dunne combination shirt where it's ugly. It's got half their designs on it.
I'll want whatever. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna win. So
No, you're not. Anyways, Rob, you want in on this? Rob doesn't look like he wants.
you want to? What do you want to get in on this friendly wager where no money's involved?
Oh, well, money's involved because we gotta buy the shirts. So
Well, yeah, but I'm just
Wow.
who do you despise?
I don't have the cable, so I don't even.
I mean, just even from back in the day, is there anybody that just really grinds your gears?
grind your gears. What are we in the 1970s?
Nah, it's just from Family Guy. I don't know.
Oh dear.
Is anybody Disco Inferno? Alex
I
Wright?
didn't get to watch their stuff.
You're not missing
Yeah.
much. Sorry, Disco.
All right. Let's move on. We'll talk about this bet a little later.
Okay.
We got some news. The MVP VIP Lounge happening tonight on Raw.
Yes.
He's back.
Apparently, it's already happened.
Okay, there you go.
But and so just not only that, I don't know what happened, but even before it kind of happened, everyone's talking about how he would make a great manager. He said he's done wrestling. He retired. He was in the Royal Rumble, came back, had one more match, and then said he was done. Like everyone else on Twitter, I think he would probably make for a good manager. Could be like some sort of sports agent type and say he only represents the best athletes. I didn't make that up. I got that from someone on Twitter at Give Him a Shot, but I can't remember who it was. I think it was Jeremy.
I think you kind of have something so far on NXT development. We haven't heard on NXT yet. Malcolm Bivens is his name.
Okay.
But I think he has kind of that gimmick as well as
He has a sports agent gimmick?
I don't know about the sports agent.
Oh.
But he
Or
has
like
a
an
manager,
agent
yeah.
manager gimmick.
What's his name?
I mean, but isn't that what any manager
Robert
does?
Stone. Right
Sounds
now in
familiar.
NXT.
Oh, is that the one? What's his name?
Chelsea Green.
Yeah.
He's managing her.
Yeah.
And,
They just debuted not too long ago.
yes, and she's on a losing streak so far. So that's
Oh, that's not going
yeah.
well.
We'll see.
Well,
See how
I
it works
mean,
out. But MVP could be
he's Zack Ryder, so.
yeah, MVP could be an interesting manager for sure. I think.
Yeah, I mean, if he's doing the MVP show or whatever it's called,
The
and
MVP Lounge.
in the MVP Lounge, and they're, he said he was done wrestling. He's got to be doing something. Whether he's going to be an agent backstage or this, I can't see this being a one-off. I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if he does end up back in the ring at some point. No one's ever retired in this.
A spin-off, maybe the Andre the Giant Battle Royal or something. I
Maybe we'll probably see him in Saudi. Maybe do some.
mean, Saudi. Speaking of
He's
Saudi,
not done.
Saudi, we got our main event, Super Showdown happening
Yay!
2.5 weeks from now. Guess, Rob, did you hear about this Universal Championship match? Goldberg taking on the Fiend.
And I don't know how I feel about it.
I'm all in for Goldberg winning. I'm all in
Stop
on this.
it.
I'm all in. Go for it.
He might break something.
Yeah, he might.
So isn't this when him and the Undertaker had the match and then it didn't go very well? So why? I guess send him to Saudi Arabia and just see what
Well,
happens.
you have him
huh?
against a younger guy, like Bray Wyatt. I mean, you have two old guys going at
I just
it.
feel like those styles. So Goldberg, those are supposed to be quick matches with Goldberg. I don't see the Fiend winning. I mean, I see the Fiend winning.
Kind of has to. I mean, you would think, but I wouldn't mind Goldberg just squashing.
I mean, this isn't gonna
Honestly.
be a 5-star match.
No, it'll be a quick match. Honestly, I could totally see like If they wouldn't want to put the Fiend over, you squash Goldberg.
You got to be paying Goldberg a lot of money to take a job. I mean, it's not like was back in the day with the streak and all that, and he had that going for him. But I mean,
talking about Goldberg on a much higher note, Gilbert. Poor
Dear.
Gilbert.
yeah.
He's gonna retire.
Is he?
Is he?
Really?
Yeah, Ellsworth is gonna retire him. I think. It's
That'd be a good
retirement
match.
match.
There you go.
I'd rather have Gilbert involved with Goldberg though.
I don't think Goldberg likes Goldberg.
I don't think he does.
I don't. That was a real good thing.
And I think that's just from back in the day though too. I mean, maybe he really still doesn't, but
I'm sure he's
when
using the gimmick.
yeah, I mean, just from back in the day, Goldberg and
it was WWE.
it was a mock of right. So
Goldberg's gonna win the Universal Championship at Super Showdown.
and then then he's gonna headline WrestleMania. We got to sit through that.
He's gonna face Roman Reigns, our hero.
Yeah, we don't want to see that.
Why not?
Not at WrestleMania.
Oh.
Well, you know what? If they're gonna
It's not our WrestleMania. Don't do it.
that's what I was gonna say. If you're gonna do it this year.
You do all that stuff we don't want to see at this Mania, and then we get all the good stuff.
Yeah, exactly. I would like to not a bet, but I would like to think that The Rock will be at the WrestleMania in LA.
I would hope so.
You know who else might be at the WrestleMania in LA? His daughter.
Yeah, maybe because earlier today it was announced that she is officially signed to WWE. She's going straight to the Performance Center. She was wearing one of those Property of Performance Center shirts.
Yeah.
They give them to everyone. She's excited. Fourth generation superstar.
Fourth generation. I'm assuming that's the first one. The Rock was, I believe, the first third generation superstar.
Yes.
Off the top of my head, his grandfather was High Chief Peter Maivia. His father, who just passed away a couple weeks ago, was Rocky Johnson.
The eulogy was put up on, I think, made public.
Oh, okay.
The eulogy he gave. I haven't seen it yet. But,
The Rock?
Yeah.
I'll have to check that out.
I gotta see it too.
So you're getting a fourth generation superstar in there to start training. Simone Johnson is the name. She did retweet the announcement. I'm looking for that. I thought I retweeted it.
She did.
It was very simple.
Triple H posted as well, and she retweeted and thanked them for the opportunity.
Would she use her real name though?
I would think. So.
I mean,
she's not gonna be the Rock, yeah.
I hope they don't do that.
Or Pebbles?
She could be
Something
Simone
like that.
Yeah, so she was thankful towards the Triple H tweet. Triple H said, "Carry on the legacy and beginning her own." At Simone G. Johnson has earned her place at the WWE Performance Center, training with the best in our industry. Congratulations.
She's been training part-time, I think, with them the last 2 years. So I think she's officially been signed.
Because I remember, it was only a few years ago where she was.
I think she was still in high school.
She was showing up to shows and with the Rock's mom, because the Rock's mom would just randomly appear in shows.
Well, she's a big deal in the wrestling business.
Yeah, for sure.
She helped book shows with her father, and obviously she was married to Rock's father, Rocky Johnson.
So Simone said, for the little girl who fell in love with wrestling and was determined to make this dream a reality, this is for you. I'm beyond thankful for this opportunity and ready to get after it. Let's do this.
Congratulations to her. She has a lot of pressure. Obviously, there's always people going to say, well, she earned that opportunity because of her name. Right. It's really up to her whether she actually fulfills, her role. I'm not saying she has to live up to her father's potential, because those are high.
That's very high. Very high.
I'm sure she'll carve her own legacy, and we wish her well.
Wish her well, and I think it will be great. Not that I'm comparing her to Charlotte or anything like that, but if she does have a shoulder to lean on, though, just as far as how do you do it, how do you overcome.
That's a good person.
That's a very good.
Natalia's
a good person as well. Yes, true.
She's had the longest, I think, female competitor in WWE history. Natalya. So
is it? I wouldn't be surprised.
More than a decade already.
Wouldn't be surprised.
That's a good veteran shoulder to lean on.
Oh yeah, for sure, and I'm sure she's probably already been in touch with some of those
Nia Jax,
those women, Nia, and I'm sure they're very familiar with each other. Obviously,
even Ricochet has helped hand in hand in helping her.
You know what? I think I might have heard of that before.
Yeah, I think they've tweeted at each other. Before. Speaking of Ricochet, good transition there.
So
congrats to Simone.
To Simone. Congratulations. We'll see what she's able to do.
For sure. We won't hear about it, anytime soon, because she's obviously training. But Ricochet earned himself a WWE Championship opportunity. He will be facing the Beast Brock Lesnar for the WWE title at Super Showdown in Saudi Arabia.
And that sounds like a lot better of a match than Goldberg and The Fiend.
Well, He's gonna get squashed, but
We might see the most F5 ever.
Oh yeah.
He already F5'd him last week. Brock surprised him. Brock's been showing up to work every week this year. Like, I'm proud of him.
Yeah.
I'm proud of him.
I mean, no. I
He's
mean, that's
getting
good.
those dates out now, so he
Yeah,
doesn't have to show up
yeah. Well,
after Mania.
after
He's like,
Mania,
I'm
yeah, he's not. He's dropping the title anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Like he's showing it. He's getting all his dates out of the way now.
So I mean,
Summer vacation for Brock.
Brock seems to do well with some of the high flying guys.
Motivated.
He seems motivated, but just too with some of the high flying. When he has a match with AJ or
Finn, he gave a little bit of fight.
yeah,
Daniel Bryan.
he's had a match with Kofi. Not that first one, but there was the one at it was the special. The
Oh well, that was the entire New Day he squashed. That was
no. This was the
special.
Japan one, the Tokyo.
That was the New Day. It was the entire New Day.
Oh.
I think. Was
No,
it?
it's
Well,
just
the New Day
Kofi.
they were involved. No, that's
Yeah,
right. They
they
came
might
out
have been,
after.
yeah.
But that was
But I mean, he'll have a match.
He will.
So
hopefully we get something here. Obviously, Ricochet and him
which
have kind of been feuding.
right, and it's great. It's good storytelling, but it kind of makes me wonder how this McIntyre Brock Lesnar match is going to play out at Mania. 3MB.
No.
Oh no!
Well,
I
he
know.
got dropped out to Daniel Bryan last week. That's right.
He got jobbed. Oh well, I mean, hey, at least he's still on the show.
That's good. Yeah, the first time in months.
Who? Someone else just popped up. I heard.
Apollo Crews dropped out to Sheamus.
I heard Eric Young was.
He dropped out to Aleister Black last week.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
you know, it
you
is what
get
it
some
is.
guys on there.
But you speak about Brock Lesnar and being motivated. There's someone he wants to work with. He's very happy to work with.
Is he?
Rob's favorite wrestler, R-Truth.
Oh,
Apparently,
I thought you were
Lesnar-
going somewhere else.
No, Lesnar has apparently pitched ideas to work with R-Truth because he liked that one step
Really?
he did.
I mean,
years
I'm not
ago.
surprised. Yeah.
Yeah, he was dying. He was laughing.
Oh, he was having a good time.
So apparently he pitched to work with R-Truth,
And that's why R-Truth has longevity in this business
and
because
that is why.
he's just so fun.
Rob, did you hear about this? WWE is doing a 24 special on him on the network, happening after Saudi Arabia show.
You know, I think this is the good springboard, like how the Hurricane had with the Rock.
Oh, yeah, the comedy.
Yeah, I mean,
That's comparison for sure. But you
But-
excited for the 24 special, bro?
That's cool.
You gonna watch it?
He's
You don't seem as
excited.
excited.
He's
You're
excited.
You're excited
He's
on the
excited.
inside. I can see it's exploding.
he just has to focus on the other shows he has coming up.
I know.
But
You gotta guess.
it's all business.
But we gotta hit a commercial break. Our
But
second.
we just came back from the last
I
commercial
know,
break.
we gotta hit another one. I know. So soon, Rob, get you ready for it. All right, hit those controls because when we return, we're gonna talk about another sport, the XFL.
Oh yeah.
Get those rankings or whatever.
Yeah.
Quiet on the set. Can we please have quiet on the set?
Questions. Did you guys have comments? Questions? I haven't.
Hey, I'm Rob Flores, the host of the Golden Spotlight. Join me every Monday at 8 p.m. Pacific as I showcase a variety of
No
guests.
Oh, you
questions.
changed it to 8 p.m.?
I
had to- Right, but
What?
did you have to record the entire thing or just that part?
I got pieces of all
Oh.
I'm still mad that you interviewed Rita Repulsa and I wasn't here. I mean, it wasn't here, but
Get her back.
And that's probably how every
Yeah, can you get it back?
Now it's just pure tourists because the Power Rangers.
Oh, that's
rebooted.
right.
yeah.
And they're rebooting it again.
Yeah.
that's so
They
dumb.
made them all popular.
That's so dumb that they're
She's like,
redoing
I'm
the
making
same
that
movie.
money.
Steps into the
Ah.
spotlight and
Yeah,
shares
doing
their
their little
story.
shows.
You never know what we have in store on 22 West Radio.
Did you know that the survivors are often blamed or feel ashamed about their assault?
We pledge to honor survivors who have broken their silence and support victims who have yet to find
So we talk about the XFL.
Campus Sexual Assault Victims Advocate Services.
yo, you know
are
what I
located
thought
at
you
the
were gonna
Women's
talk about?
and Gender Equity
I
Center
thought you
in
were talking about the Matt
LA
Riddle thing.
102 and can be contacted at
I thought you were gonna talk about Riddle and
562-985-2668.
Yeah.
Find more
I
information
thought
on our
that's where you're
website,
going.
www.csulb.edu/WGC.
Coming up and we're back.
22 West.
And we're back with episode 104 of Beyond the Ropes. We are BTR. I'm your host, Ethan, joined alongside, right here, our analyst, James,
James Williams, here I am.
and our producer on the controls,
Rob Flores.
Yes. I said your names.
It's okay. We're all excited.
We're all excited. It's WrestleMania season, and we got WrestleMania next year.
And the XFL is right around the corner.
I already started. It has. It's
Well,
not
it
around the
is,
corner.
but the
There's
first
the
LA game.
That's right. Our
It's
game,
right
our,
around the
our
corner.
game posted in the Memorial. Nah, it used to
They're
be
playing in
SoFi.
the. No, yeah, they're playing in the Dignity Health. They're
Health.
playing in the StubHub Center, whatever.
It used to be called. It's next to the college. What's the college?
I don't know.
Oh dear.
It's in Torrance or wherever. Anyways,
Yeah.
find it on the internet.
XFL.
The
Go to the
XFL.
website.
They had their first game. The
First four
games,
Saturday and Sunday.
including one for
The LA Wildcats.
and it didn't go very well.
No, unfortunately.
So much so that they have already fired defensive coordinator Pepper Johnson. Wasn't very familiar with Pepper. Don't think we're gonna get familiar with Pepper
He's done.
because he's gone after one game.
Fired. I was gonna give you a nice little intro. Now with our XFL report, James Wood.
Okay, well there was Pepper Johnson fired.
Yeah. The little breaking news there.
So yeah, I mean, and that just happened while we were like kind of sitting waiting for the show. I'm going to actually look up to see.
The Wildcats are apparently the now hated franchise of the entire league because of it. Apparently, we're getting a lot of hate. We did lose our first game, 17, I believe 31 or 32.
Well, I mean, the bar is set high for the LA Wildcats. I think it was like 18 years ago. The LA team, known as the LA Extreme back then, won.
They won the inaugural.
They won the inaugural
championship
and
game.
the only XFL championship for that season.
And then you got the He Hate Me.
And then you had He Hate Me, who he didn't play for LA, but he was the most. He was like the biggest thing to come out of that. For what it's worth, though, while apparently the defense did really bad because they got their defensive coordinator fired, the starting quarterback Josh Johnson did not play for the LA Wildcats in this first in the season opener. He's dealing with I believe it's a thigh injury.
Tragic. So
they'll have him back soon, and hopefully he will be the difference for this team. He played. I was reading. He played over 10 seasons in the NFL.
Really?
For 13 teams. There are 30.
How do you play
30,
10 seasons?
32.
13?
There's 30 teams.
There's 32 teams.
32 teams. One basketball. Whatever. There's 32 teams in the NFL, and he played for 13.
There's 32 teams.
I think there is.
Or 20.
We're going with no. In the NFL, it's 30 or
Okay.
32. We're going with 32.
We're gonna say 32.
But
anyways,
he's played for 13 teams. That's nuts.
Oh dear, we're in trouble. Anyways,
So, yeah.
a team that did well were the New York Guardians.
Who you seem very high.
I'm pushing for that quarterback.
Is that
so he had his family there? He did a nice showing.
who, off the top of my head, I believe is Matt McGloin.
Correct, and the defense was really strong because they did 2 interceptions and a fumble.
There you go.
So I think the defense won it for them. But the quarterback was good
I
too.
think he's on that bandwagon.
I'm gonna get myself a New York Guardians jersey. Their coach got the game ball. He was a former Giants.
I think
coach.
that was.
In some capacity.
I'm blanking on the name, but it was. I don't want to
He
say
left
Pat
in
Shermer.
2013 because
Not
he wanted
Pat
to spend time.
Oh,
with his
it's
family.
Coughlin. Tom Coughlin, I believe.
I don't.
Yeah, I believe it's Tom Coughlin.
But I'm high on the New York team. So
Okay, so watch out for the Guardians then.
Head out to the MetLife Stadium.
So
you'll see me there.
So the Wildcats lost to Houston, 37-17.
The Renegade, 37. Oh, that's even worse.
So they did miss their quarterback. Obviously, they only scored 17 points on offense, but the
Vipers did worse.
the Vipers did do worse. We'll get to them in it.
Score a touchdown.
So the LA Wildcats aren't that bad, but so much so that the 37 points that they did allow was enough to get their defensive coach let go.
Yeah.
That was Pepper Johnson.
All right. Can we get into some?
We can get into whatever you want.
Favorites? The favorite. What are the top 10 to look at?
Some top 10. Off the top. You have to give me a second. I gotta find my notes. I got it misplaced.
I'll talk about the Vipers.
You talk about the Vipers and give me a few minutes and I'll call them up.
See, I'm not a football guy, but I'll tell you this.
A football guy. What did you see? You had to see something out there.
They kept trading their quarterback after like every 2 plays, and that's why you can't get a structure going.
Right, so they were trying to find a combination that works, but yeah,
it was working until they got intercepted.
And then they play the wish-wash game, whatever.
Yeah,
so it's everyone's still figuring it out. I still don't have a full understanding of the rules. It's the first week, so we'll get the rules all figured out. You mentioned who are some of the top 10 notable names in the XFL to keep an eye out. if you're looking to follow some of the players and teams. Landry Jones is the quarterback for the Dallas Renegades. He was a quarterback at Oklahoma for the Oklahoma Sooners. Spent some time with the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Raiders. Another one is Cardale Jones. He played for Ohio State. I think he was on the Chargers last season. He is on the DC Defenders. Sounds like he had a pretty good outing from what I remember seeing.
They won, I believe.
They think they did
They
win.
won the first game, actually, yes.
They won the first game. I think he threw the first touchdown in XFL history, or this season, or whatever, yeah. So he's playing for the DC Defenders. He did play for the Chargers from 2017 and 18. Darnell Humphrey, who I believe, played at San Diego State. He's a running back for the DC Defenders. So the DC Defenders have two guys who play for the Chargers on their roster. Charles James II is a cornerback. He plays for the Houston Roughnecks. You also have Coney Early, Houston Roughnecks again. Matt McGloin, the guy that you're very high on, he played the New York Guardians. He did play for the Raiders, and he was at Penn State. That's where I remember him from. Christine Michael plays for the St. Louis Battlehawks. He was a running back for the Seattle Seahawks in the NFL.
They win, I believe they did.
I'm not sure. Marquette King is the punter. He was the punter for the Raiders.
I saw that huge punt he had. It was like went all across the field. It was like a huge.
Yeah, he's known for having a boot. He's a African American punter. There's very few African American punters.
There you go.
And so
It is Black History Month.
It is Black History
We
Month.
should
There you
have
go.
been doing something for Black History Month.
That is true. So I heard, so he did pretty good.
So we got some big names.
Aaron Murray, he played for the University of Georgia, and Kenneth Farrow. There's a few guys for you to keep an eye out for. But I do want to say, while we're on the topic of the XFL for a minute, I was very surprised by the tweets that were coming out. Positive reviews, not positive because of the XFL, but a lot of the tweets, like I saw J.J. Watt, who plays for the Houston Texans. Troy Aikman. He was at a game?
He was at a game supporting one of his
teammates. Okay. And some of the broadcasters who broadcast the NFL games, I guess because of the contract or whatever, they're now doing some of those XFL games too. So that's kind of interesting. Greg Olson, who was spent his entire career with the Carolina Panthers, but recently became an agent, and I believe he's still going to try and play in the NFL. Was doing some broadcasting. He's dabbling in that. He's one of those guys who will be exploring a broadcasting career after he finishes his career in the NFL. So it was very interesting to see him calling some games, or calling a game. He'll probably be calling some more. Again, just the whole XFL thing.
Pat McAfee was there. I mean,
Pat
has
McAfee
a
was
relationship with NXT, working with them, so it's not surprised he is a former
that's
player.
true.
And so he's been there doing some interviews and doing some commentating as well.
Okay.
So, XFL did really well. They did some decent ratings. Apparently, Fox is very happy. So
and what was the tweet that we saw that they supposedly already sold more tickets the first week than the arena football, the AFF or AAF
or something?
Something like it was.
AFF,
So it didn't finish the season, so it didn't matter. I think
sold more tickets.
They already sold more tickets, so they're already ahead of the game. So
good for them. So we'll keep up with them. We'll give brief updates.
We'll give for sure.
We've got 11 more weeks to go, apparently. So
there you go.
Before we get our championship game. So
we'll see.
Any predictions on who we got?
We'll see if the Wildcats can bounce back.
I got my money on the New York Guardians.
Yeah, that's your team. That's
who you got, Rob?
I've never seen this stuff.
All right, you got the New York
Just
Guardians.
say you like the Wildcats. Or here, just pick. He's gonna read them off. Just pick a team.
The St. Louis Battlehawks, the DC Defenders, Tampa Bay Vipers, the Houston Roughnecks, Seattle Dragons, Dallas Renegades, and the LA Wildcats.
How do you cheer for someone and say "Go Roughnecks"?
Dragon is in there.
The Seattle Dragons. Well, they lost, but yeah. You go for them if you want.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with that.
You got James. But the Battlehawks and Defenders are all 1-0, as well as the Roughnecks and the Guardians. You got the Vipers, terrible team.
I'll go with.
I got my team on the Guardians.
I think I'll go with the Wildcats.
You're gonna stick with the LA team, all right? We gotta go to a game. You gotta go to a game.
What did I say? Cardale Jones is on the DC Defenders. I'm curious to see what they end up doing.
They won their first game, so we'll see.
You know what? Let me see. I might go with the DC Defenders here.
All right, think about it.
No. Give me a second. Yeah, I'll go with the DC Defenders. Cardell Jones on there. Well, it's an established name.
We gotta close out the show here because I don't think we're gonna go another hour.
But we still got a few minutes, though.
No, we got a few minutes, but we gotta close it out. Though.
Any last notes? There's so much stuff going on.
Shayna Baszler showed up on Raw tonight.
You want to talk about Roughnecks? She just bit what's her name, Becky Lynch.
She's a vampire now. That's her gimmick.
That's apparently the gimmick. She bit Becky Lynch in the back of the neck.
There is blood all over.
And blood all over her mouth.
Who bit who?
Shayna came out, interfered in the Asuka Becky match, and bit Becky in the back of the neck.
So now
she's a vampire.
So
Shayna's the vampire.
Yes. So
okay,
Shayna.
That's not bad. You're not hating it. Twitter is hating it, but
I
you
mean,
know what?
The whole MMA viciousness. I guess.
That's what I said.
I
don't hate on it. It's only the first week. You gotta people up to just crash.
But like I said on Twitter, how is she gonna follow this up? You already bit someone's neck.
You bring back Ariel for a day.
Hey, she's broken.
I think Ariel passed away.
What?
I think.
Oh, you might be right on that.
I think yeah.
I think she did.
Yeah.
She
shook.
She's
Rob shook.
For Rob, this is heartbreaking.
Sorry, Rob.
Breaking news here for Rob. Bigger news than the Rob.
It might have been a few weeks ago, I think. Yeah.
But Shayna has broken arms and like.
If she's not dead, I apologize.
And ankles before, so. Like,
I just.
It's a statement. She just made a statement.
You need to bite a finger off or something after that.
No, she'll take that title from Becky. That's how you make a bigger statement. That's what's gonna happen. That's gonna be the match?
To me, there's no bigger statement than biting someone's neck.
Take the title. A title that she held for a whole year.
I guess.
That's what you do. Anything, Rob?
No. She did retire in 2017, but I think she's still active.
Ashley. I know Ashley.
That's what I'm saying. Sorry if it's not.
Oh, dear, you're off killing people on the air.
Hold on. We can't.
We apologize to anyone offended.
Yeah, wait, man. We can't end the show on that note.
However,
she's still alive. She's 40 years old. Her name is Shelly Martinez, and
that's right.
That's right. She is. She was. Oh, really? Wait.
Ariel the vampire.
To close out the show.
She was the valet for LAX on.
That's right. She was Shelly Martinez.
I didn't know that. Okay, so my apologies. I think I was thinking of Ashley.
There was.
My bad.
An announcement, kind of over the last few weeks. The Ruthless Aggression Era docuseries is happening on the WWE Network.
Chris Benoit?
Ruthless Aggression.
Not Toothless Aggression.
Not Chris Benoit himself. Okay.
And yeah.
I mean,
that was a John Cena thing. But Ruthless Aggression. I remember it.
Yeah. Apparently, another rumor: WWE willing to sell pay-per-view rights to another streaming service.
Yeah, I guess.
You've heard about that?
No, but
I heard about it over the weekend. Fans are not happy because then they would lose it on the network.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
What would be the point of the network?
Yeah, they can't. They're not.
They shouldn't.
They're not gonna do that.
Apparently, Vince did say that he would be open to it. So
Vince says anything.
Yeah,
but
Disney Plus is gonna get him.
Yeah, right. You can't be biting necks if you're doing that.
There's a KP news story. Yeah. Oh, your favorite.
Sickening. Okay, so going back real quick, did you want to bring up the Matt Riddle Brock Lesnar thing?
Apparently, Matt Riddle has permission to call out Brock Lesnar,
and that'll be the one day he doesn't show up.
Well, not on social media.
Like in person, like have a match.
In person, Brock apparently went up to a Royal Rumble. And we're never gonna work together. But apparently, WWE has given Matt Riddle permission to call him out on social media
on social media.
Yeah, because they told him, I guess, to stop whatever. But apparently, he has permission now. So, Riddle's gonna retire Lesnar. I'm telling you, it's gonna happen next year in LA.
Not with those bare feet.
In an actual octagon.
Yeah, put him in the octagon. Something.
Riddle will retire him.
No, Brock Lesnar will destroy him.
No, anyway, we're out of time.
Is that the bet?
2 more minutes.
No.
Is that the bet?
No one's going on after us, so I don't know who's gonna stop us.
Ain't no stopping us. Nah.
No,
what happened to
Benjamin thing? Sean Benjamin?
Is he still there?
Yeah, he was just in the Royal Rumble with his teammate
Brock
Lesnar.
And he got eliminated.
They got all chummy for a minute, and then he threw him out. One of the many moments of the Royal Rumble.
Yeah, that was a good one.
And then nothing on the edge front.
Really?
Lana's on TV. I saw Lashley was doing something.
Taking on Ricochet.
And
he was gonna lose. Rhea Ripley's on Raw 8 minutes ago. She wants an answer from Charlotte.
So what happened on NXT? Do you know? I tried looking. I didn't really try looking for her. I thought I would stumble across it and see
She
it.
came out. Bianca Belair was there. She came out. She said, "Don't overlook her," and they both dropped Charlotte. Because Team NXT.
And they both dropped Charlotte.
Yeah,
Okay.
so they didn't get an answer. It's happening right now. So
That's what they want you to think. What? This is gonna be. I was
gonna be
say.
bold for
I was
baby
say they're not gonna go all the way to. But I bet you they may have pumped the brakes on it a little bit. Maybe.
Yeah.
Just because the Bianca Belair thing, because you kind
you
of.
wanna.
Because they
kind of behind her.
Well, because they kind of were trying to jump over the Bianca thing.
But now you got Bianca involved.
Yeah. So I think they kind of take.
I wouldn't mind a triple threat or Mania. Put her in there. I don't care. Go for it.
I would too, but then I
Give
think
her the title.
no, but
Actually
then
have her
either have her win it or don't put her in it because
that's the way
you're
you do
gonna
it.
make her lose,
Yeah, she
and then
gets
you're gonna
pinned.
make Charlotte look okay still because she
She
wasn't
ain't
the
get
one
pinned.
beat.
Yeah.
So no.
Bianca's gotta be in it to win it. That's
But
what you do.
yes,
So
if she's
anyways.
not in it, if she doesn't win it, she can't be in it.
We're excited for WrestleMania. We're gonna talk about it all year long.
Yes.
Next year, it's gonna happen. WrestleMania is around the
gonna be
corner.
great.
6 days away or something? 55 days away till this year's.
Oh, I was gonna say, Jesus, I was
I
saying it was
wish.
just announced today.
But until next time, thank you for tuning in. We'll let you know if we're ever on the air again.
Yeah, well,
before then.
just know we'll be here
We'll be
at 6 o'clock Pacific time every Monday.
And we'll see if we can
We'll make you laugh and stuff.
But until next time, this has been Beyond the Ropes. Throw it up. It's been absolutely
Too sweet.
Sweet.
And you were a little slow on that one. You
cut us off.
turn off the light. He turned it off. He turned it off. What?
Bye.
Bye, y'all.
At the beach, recapturing those songs that used to sound so good.
I don't know how to close this thing. Oh.
We can technically still go another hour. We can stop this thing.